Hey, 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 hey. Hey. It's good time. Let's do a midday lunch chit chat. Since I'm not going to do Sensational Sunday, I will come on and just do a lunchtime chit chat with you all. I just posted a short Tracy Ellis Ross talking about why she's not in a relationship. What she pretty much said is you can't teach an old dog new tricks. She finds that men in her age category are controlling. They have toxic, what did she call it, masculine energy. So I wanted to talk about it. Men, Gen X. I think Tracy Ellis Ross, she's a Gen X. So I wanted to talk about how she says that men in our age category are toxic. They have that bad masculine energy. They're controlling. They're bossy. Have you all seen the short that I just posted? For those of you who are joining in, welcome to Lunchtime Chit Chat with Fee. My name is Felicia. They call me Fee. I was married 3 times and I divorced all 3 of my husbands because they no longer serve me purpose. So over here we talk about dating, lifestyle, hot topics, everything that's related to Gen X, baby boomers. Over here we talk about it. So I'm talking about an interview that Tracy Ellis Ross did with Michelle Obama, First Lady Michelle Obama, and her brother, where she talked about why she grieves over not being married, over not having children, right? So she talked about why, men in her age category, how they are controlling and how they like to, you know, hey Sanders, RN23, hey. I'm talking about, this is my lunchtime chit chat. Since I'm not going to do a Sensational Sunday because I want you all to enjoy your Easter. Happy Easter weekend. I hope you all have a great Easter and spend it with the people that love you and the people that you love. So I thought I would come on to a lunchtime chit chat talking about Tracy Ellis Ross. I posted a short over here where she did an interview with First Lady Michelle Obama and her brother, where she talked about why she was grieving because she's not married, and she doesn't have any children, but she just finds that men in her age category have that terrible masculine energy. They're controlling, they're overbearing, they're not supportive. It's my way or the highway. And when I heard her talk about it, it just I thought about how you cannot, some men in our age category, and Gen X men, and I'm not saying all men, all Gen X men, so don't come for me in the comments. But I find too with dating, and this is a red flag for me, dating is not difficult. Y'all, dating is not hard. What's difficult is not ignoring the red flags. That's the hardest part about dating, is not ignoring the red flags. Dating is easy. You just gotta know how to date and stick to your standards, right? And know what the deal breaker and what's a red flag for you. So Tracy Ellis Ross, hey, happy Friday. It's in. Hey y'all, hey. So Tracy Ellis Ross was saying, that the reason why she is not married or it's difficult for her to date is because she just finds that men in the Gen X age category, and I'm assuming she said my age, and she is in her 50s if I'm not mistaken, and she's saying that men are controlling, they're overbearing, they're not supportive, they're toxic, they have that bad masculine energy, and y'all know what I'm talking about. And I can agree with her. Being out here dating at 58 and dating from dating apps and dating from just meeting men outside of the dating apps. Some older men are set in their ways. Some older men are creatures of habit, right? They do everything boom, 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 boom. And that entails them courting to them dating. They date a certain way. Older men date a certain way and they have a certain type of ideology that when you date, a woman is supposed to be submissive. Some men, when a woman is supposed to be submissive, call you, you supposed to answer. I don't want you to go out. I don't want you to wear this without me. You can't put this on. I don't want you to hang around these type of people. That lipstick is so pretty. Oh, thank you, Natasha. I appreciate that. Happy Friday. Happy Easter weekend. I hope you all are going to enjoy your weekend. But I wanted to come on and talk about that I did. And if you hadn't already watched it, the interview that Tracee Ellis Ross did with First Lady Michelle Obama and her brother, where she talks about dating men in her age category, how they're just so controlling. When she said that, I was like, she's right. They are some of them can be so controlling and overbearing. Some of them don't have good communication skills. Some of them are want you to chase them, you know. And I don't know if they saw their men in their lives, you know, respond to women like that, or where they get this type of behavior from. But when she said that, I was like, wow. Some men are very controlling in the Gen X generation. And I think that they're like that, especially with successful women. Oh, I can't tell you how many times being a black educated woman and meeting and interacting with a Gen X man and him finding out that, you know, what type of educational background I have. And it's like some of them are intimidated by it. Like, you know, I'm not going to be able to control you because you're in this economical, you know, bracket, or you have this degree and I don't have one, and you think you're better. You know, I was dating a guy. He kept telling me, you know, oh, so you got 3 degrees. Oh, you this. Oh, you that. You know, some Gen X men are controlling. They can be real jealous-hearted of successful Gen X women. We know that our generation of Gen X women hold a very high position of being educated. And some black men are just intimidated by that. And I just feel like when Tracee Ellis Ross said that, I was thinking to myself, you know, probably some of the men that you are encountering that are, you know, demonstrating this type of controlling behavior, they may be jealous of you because you're successful. You come from your mama is Diana Ross. I mean, come on, you know, some men just don't know how to let a woman rest in their success and to support them. Some Gen X men just don't believe in that. Some Gen X men believe that you should not be in front of me, but you should be in back of me. And I hate to see a man that walks in front of his woman and not behind her. I hate to see that. And some Gen X believe that you're my backbone. You walk in back of me, not on the side of me, not in front of me, but in back of me. And when she said that, hey Jay Black, hey Jay, get with you after this. After I get off this, I'm gonna get with you. So I was like, I get it. Some, you know, when Tracee Ellis was talking about that, and you all go look at the short, she was like, you know, I've just never been able to connect with men in my age category because they're controlling, and they won't. That's what she was saying. They won't let me be Tracee Ellis Ross. They are intimidated by who I am. So it becomes a controlling issue for them when she's dating. And I kind of felt that. I was like, okay, so you can't treat teach old dog new tricks, right? Most Gen X men are set in their ways, right? Another thing that I find with Gen X men where they can be toxic, have that toxic masculinity, they can be overbearing, can be controlling. Um, Also, you know, they can be they can be jealous hearted, they can be real jealous of you, and they're not good communicators. They are not good communicators. I don't know what it is with Gen X men, but I find that a lot of them don't communicate, right? They don't know how to sit down and talk things out and process things. They hold things in, and then when it gets to a level where it's too much for them, they explode. Now, I don't know if it came from a generation where Gen X men were just coddled by their moms, or they didn't have a relationship with their dad, or they just didn't pick up that skill of communicating. I find that a lot of Gen X men don't know how to communicate. So things turn out to be toxic, right? Especially if you like me. I'm a communicator. I like to talk. I like to talk things out. If something is bothering me, I like to talk about it, And I find that a lot of Gen X men have an issue with talking things out. It's like, no, we're going to do this. And it's going to be my way. And this is the way I think we should do it. And if you don't want to do it this way, then that's fine. But this, I've set down the rule. I've set down what it's going to be. And that's what it's going to be. And I think that's what Tracy was saying, She just keeps running up on these men that, that are controlling. And, I just think that if you are a woman like myself, that has done the work, that knows what she wants, that's 58, that's good in who she is, that you're not going to let a man come in and just take you away from what you believe in, what your standards are, just to conform to what he wants things to be in his world. I'm not at a point in my life where I'm just going to go along to get along with a man. I'm past that point in my life, right? So if we can't come to a happy medium and agree on something, it's not a match for me. I'm not the woman where I'm just going to say, okay, you know what? All right, you the man, whatever you say. I've done that in relationships where I put my voice, I silenced myself and held my voice within, and it didn't serve me. It didn't serve me. So someone controlling and always want to control my thoughts and my actions, that's not a match for me, right? It's not healthy. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy. It does not contribute to my growth and the work that I've done on myself, right? So with hearing her say that, I was like, you know what? Yes, I get it. I get it. Not a match. No. And I find that Gen X men, there are a lot with dating. There are a lot, in the first week of dating, in the first couple of days of dating, right? What I do is I just listen. I listen. Let the man talk, I've said this before. If he asked me at the beginning when I started dating, I would always share. And my child was like, Mom, you share too much. Stop sharing. So I stopped sharing. And then I start to listen. When I start to listen as I went through the process of dating, just listen to men, and they'll tell you, how they move, how masculine energy is, and how they move. If you're going to be able to be a partner in the relationship and your voice is going to be heard. I don't like for a man to silence me, right? I need a man to come in and say, you know what, I got you. I support you. I don't need a partner that's going to come in and say, no, you don't need to do that. When I tell you that's a trigger for me, that's an instant block. The instant, you know what, it ain't a match. And that's okay. Things are not working out. This is not a match for me. That's an instant for me. for a man to come in and say, you know, you don't need to do that. Why you doing that? I don't think that's a good idea. Now this gonna do. I'm the man. You need to listen to me. When I tell you that's a trigger and an instant for me, that's like, okay, you know what? This is not gonna work. You take care, okay? That's one of them. All right, take care. Or one of them blocks. One of them, I don't answer your phone call no more, right? So with dating and with working on myself, I know things that trigger me. And so I get what Tracy was saying. She's a beautiful woman. She's successful. She got it going on. She's saying that these men are too controlling. And it's not a match for me. I can't have a man. Did you do this? Did you do this? Won't do this? Well, you need to cook my food. Did you wash my clothes? Did you? I don't move like that. It agitates me. See, I just had to let someone go who I thought was a good match for me. Oh, you did. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sometimes you just talk to them. You just gotta listen. Don't say much in the beginning of men will tell you everything you need to know. And then watch their actions, right? Watch what they do. Watch what they do. And don't waste your time. Don't waste your time if it's giving you an uncomfortable feeling or uncomfortable vibe, right? Dating is easy. Ignoring the red flags is the hard part. Don't ignore. It's the red flags that's hard with dating. Whether you're going to turn your head like Shirley did, or are you going to address them and get out of it, right? Some red flags you just can't turn it, right? Told me everything I needed to know. Yes. That's what I'm saying, Jay. Yes, Jay. Just listen, right? As you talk to them, you know? As you talk to them, you be like, sometimes, you know, when talking to men, I be like, especially the older ones. Some of the older ones, they think that what they say is biblical. I mean, because they're so set in their ways. You know what I'm saying? They're so set in their ways and their beliefs. You know what they feel, and I am too. And sometimes it's just not a match. Okay, you are not gonna be telling me what I can, where I can go, when I can come back. That doesn't work for me. That all I need to hear you say is, "All right, baby, be safe. I see you when you get back. When I leave out, baby, you look nice. Be safe. I see you when you get back. Call me, let me know you okay." That's all I need to hear. I need a man to be so secure with who he is that when I'm away from him, it's not an issue, right? I need a man to be so secure with who he is that he knows that I'm faithful when I'm away from him. I don't need a man that's insecure or that's toxic, you know, or that's jealous or that's controlling. And I find out a lot that there are old Gen X men. So you talking to him? Oh, why you not married? I know you got a lot of men. Send out with your friend. Who you going with? What is your problem? Who broke your heart? Your mother? What's your problem? Have I shown you any of these behaviors? So I get it with the control, lack of communication, lack of support. That's a good word, Fee. Dating is easy. Yeah, not ignoring the red flags is hard. Dating is easy. Sanders RN20, it's easy. It's the red flags. It's the red flags. When you see them, are you going to turn your head or are you going to address red flags? Dating is easy. It's easy to get plan a date. Y'all get together. Y'all have a good time. Y'all dating. Y'all out. Y'all communicating. You see the way he's responding to you. You responding to him. Red flag. Now this is going good. Like Jay, like you said, you thought that was your person, but you saw some red flags. Don't ignore them. Don't ignore them. address the red flags. So if you all hadn't watched the short that I put up on my channel with Tracy Ellis Ross talking about, or the interview, I hadn't watched the whole, I'm going to go back and watch the whole interview. I just saw that short on TikTok and I was like, she said, I haven't really had a good opportunity of dating because men in my age category are controlling. And controlling, a lot of things follow up under controlling, y'all. There's all kind of ways you can be controlling in a relationship. You can be controlling in many different ways, right? And toxic men can hit you in all angles. And you know what I find out with a toxic man, through my growth and through age, I find out that they're the common denominator. Toxic men are they're the problem. It's not us. They're the problem. Having did the work. When you run into a man that's toxic, has that toxic masculine energy, they are the problem. And we can't change them. They have to do the work on themselves. They have to do the work on themselves. And men in our age, in Gen X, I say Gen X age category, they don't feel like that they're the problem. The majority of them don't feel like that they are the problem. And why is that? Because women keep entertaining their problem. There are a lot of women who entertain their problem, the red flags that they put out here. That's why they don't do the work. That's why they don't do the work, y'all. Yes, a lot of times it's because of what they're doing. Yes. And a lot of us are accepting it. Instead of doing like you did, Jay. You know what? I think I'm going to have to let you go. But there are some women that will accept that toxic behavior, that red flag. And so the man think, okay. They just keep on displaying that behavior and never work on themselves. Statistics show that women go to therapy more because we're more emotional and we want to get to the root. But men, when they go through a breakup, 3 marriages, you think my ex on his 3rd marriage, do you think he's been to therapy? Hell no. He went from marriage to marriage to marriage. You think he took the work out and worked on himself to address that behavior of being infidelity, of being unfaithful? No, he just went and got him a 3rd wife. That's all. Why? Because she entertained it. She entertained that behavior. She condoned that behavior. We are more likely to talk about it than hold it inside. Yes. And that's where the I find that Gen X men don't communicate. They suppress. And I don't know if that's from growing up, but they suppress. I find that a lot of Gen X men suppress. And I'm not sure if it's and maybe maybe my Gen X women, or if I have Gen X men, I don't know what it is about Gen, and I have brothers that were not communicators. I have a brother that was not a communicator. It's not a communicator, and my mom tried to give him that skill set by turning him into a bucket. And it didn't serve him after marriage, after relationship. She just coddled him instead of sitting down, talking to him and bringing it up out of him. Pygmisha women make it hard. Yes, for the rest of us. Yes, Natasha. That's what I'm saying. Yes. They make it so hard for us. Instead of telling that man that you know that has infidelity, there's no way a married man could say anything to me. Not even a man that's separated from his wife. You need to work on that. You need to fix that. You still married. But some women condone that. So men think it's okay, so they just continue to go in a relationship after relationship after relationship. Because women pick niches, like you said, they condone that, right? So it comes to a point where, men think their behavior is okay. It's a woman out there that's gonna put up with my bullshit. Well, over here in my tribe, we not doing it. We not doing it over here. We not. And shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross that discovered that having a man that's controlling red flag. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. A man that's controlling is a red flag to Tracy Ellis Ross in her age category. And I agree with her. I agree with her. I totally agree with her. So I just want to jump on and give y'all midday lunchtime chit chat, because there will not be a sensational Sunday. I want y'all to enjoy your Easter. It's beautiful in Atlanta this weekend. I'm going out. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm have a good time. Love on me. Hey, Mary Mills, catch the replay. I was talking about Tracy Ellis Ross and one of her red flags is controlling men, and how she said that men in the GenX generation is a no for her because they're controlling. But I want you all to have a happy weekend. Of course, we'll see y'all Saturday on the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show. We'll see y'all tomorrow over there on the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show. But I wanted to jump on and I just see what y'all thoughts were, and just check out the interview that she did. And I get it. I get it. I get it. And I pray that if she has the desire of her heart to be in a relationship, that she finds that man that meets all her standards, right? I pray for everybody that if you have the desire of companionship, relationship, marriage, or partnership, that God gives you that desire and your purpose, and that you know what you want, and that you don't waver from that, right? So I will talk to y'all later. I appreciate you all. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Jay, I'm getting ready to hit you up. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Tell a good sis, tell a good friend. This was my lunchtime chit chat. I like to come and give y'all one of these chit chats every now and then, since it's not going to be a sensational Sunday. I'll talk to y'all. Hey, cross country cruiser, how are you? Glad to see you. I'll talk to you all. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. But y'all know y'all see me tomorrow on the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.